Hi everyone! Today I wanted to talk to y'all about my makeup buying plan for 2015. That's weird to even say, 2015. So anyway, as you may or may not know, I have been on a no-buy for quite a while. Kanga is in the weirdest, craziest mood right now, so I'm sorry if she makes lots of noises. She's super hyper. I don't know. She's just being Kanga. So, sorry if that's distracting. Anyway, so I have been on a no-buy for quite a while, as you probably know. I did, however, I want to be honest with y'all, I broke it just recently because it was time for my birthday present, so I had to get two things. So I'm just going to go ahead and add those into this video. This is technically not breaking my no-buy because I did use up a nail polish. But it's this, I got this Sephora Formula X gorgeous nail polish in the shade Highlighter. It was on sale for like $3. It's really pretty, like duochrome micro shimmer. I had this, there's a picture of this on Instagram in case you want to see it, so I'll link that down below. The other thing I bought is actually something I have on today. It's not the blue, it's this little yellow that's not showing up super well. I wasn't super impressed with it, but it was on clearance, and apparently Ulta, you have to spend a certain amount to get your like birthday present. You can't just like spend anything, so I just spent like $3 and got my Sephora birthday present. And I spent like $2 and they still didn't give it to me. I was a little agitated about that. But it's a single shadow in Sahara Sun. So it's this pretty yellow. So, anyway. Besides that, I have been on a no-buy. I've been really good about it. I've been on it for about 3 or 4 months. I'll go ahead and link the original video down below in case you want some more information about that. But I do feel like my channel has been lacking a little bit. I mentioned that in my November favorites, that I don't really have new stuff to show y'all or talk about. Do y'all just want to see my dog? She's under her bed. She's in there. That's her dog bed. Could y'all even see that? I don't know. We're just gonna let her do her thing. So, anyway, my crazy dog. I mentioned in my November favorites that I really feel like I haven't been able to fully like do my best job for you guys. So in 2015, I want to do something a little bit different. As you know, I really loved Empty's videos. I post them every single month. I have a whole playlist, which I will link down below in case you're interested in seeing some of those, in case you love them as much as I do. So I really love Empty's videos. I really try to strive on using things up. However, the past couple months, I haven't really been doing it. And I have all these things, but it's like because I have so much, I almost get like, oh, well, I can't just keep on using this. I need to use this and this and this and this and this and this and this. But then you don't really get to try out what you're using, especially with like skincare and stuff. So that's kind of an issue. So what I've decided is instead of just not buying anything, I'm going to do it a little differently. I'm going to, for every one thing I buy, I have to use up one thing. But it's going to be actually the opposite. If I use up something, I'm allowed to purchase something. So here's the dealio. As you know, I get Birchbox and Ipsy. That means that that's 10 things, usually, that I get every single month. So in order to just be able to justify that, I have to use up 10 things. There will be rollover. And I won't be allowed, like if I'm like, oh, I've only used up 6 things this month, but I really want this lipstick, I won't be allowed to buy that. Because I have to use up 10 before I can really buy anything fun. There will obviously be some exceptions if I'm like, oh, I just used up my last hairspray. I have none, but I've only used up 8 things. Well, I need hairspray, so I'd go buy that. Then I would just, it'd be a little bit more off. So the hope is at the end of the year, I'm either even or I've used up more than I have bought, which would be really exciting. So that's part of it. Also, I do have a couple of exceptions. The big issue with me right now is money. It's not my size of my collection. I realize that sounds kind of contradictory because of what I was just talking about. It's not that I'm overwhelmed by what I have. It's just that I feel like I have to use stuff that, it's kind of hard to explain. Like, I'm using so much that I'm trying not to use stuff up. But you also need to use stuff up because if you don't use stuff up, then there's no point. You know what I mean? Like, having stuff without using it up, then it's just going to go bad and like, then it's totally worthless. So if I get stuff for free using my Birchbox points, my Ipsy points, an Influencer, if you know, someone contacts me and decides they want to send me something and I decide I want to take it, which has never happened to me before. But if that does happen, I'm all about it. So if I get something for free, I'm not going to count it. But if I pay for anything, then I will. I will also count samples for being used up because I'm going to count samples for getting them. So like if I get like a little foil packet from Birchbox, that's going to be one of the things that I have got this month. So I have to use up something, even if it's a sample or a full size. Does that make sense? I hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. At every empties at the end of the month, I'll give you an update of this month I used up 27 things and I bought 16. You know what I'm saying? So y'all can know that. We'll keep it going for the whole year. We'll see what happens. I'm really excited about it. I thought it was a really good idea. And for January, I am going to add one stipulation. It's going to be kind of hard because I am very out of shape. It's not necessarily like a weight thing. I mean, I do feel like I've gained a little bit of weight. I recently went to a doctor for like just a normal checkup. Nothing major, don't worry. But they did tell me my BMI was slightly high. They even said my blood pressure was a little... It wasn't like high blood pressure, but it was a little off for someone that's only 21 years old. And I just don't really take care of myself, which is not an okay thing. It's really not. So for January, besides having to use up a product, I'm also going to have to work out once, which means I have to work out at least 10 times in January. Also, it's going to be like, I really want that lipstick, but I have to work out to get it. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it'll be a really good idea. Things are going to be a 1-to-1 ratio. So like, for example, this palette might have 9 eyeshadows in it, but this is one item. But that also means if I buy a palette, it's one item. But if I buy like one of the Sephora favorites, which I bought quite a few of, I've done lots of reviews on them. I really enjoy those sets. I think they're a great value in general. If I buy one of those, it's not going to be one item because there's 5 or 6 or 20 or however many separate, you know, little items. So that's the plan for that. I hope that makes sense. I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be really good. I'm sorry, my dog is crazy. I haven't posted my December empties yet because I'm actually away right now. I'm trying to pre-film some videos because right now I'm at my, away at my actual family's house for Christmas. I don't think I'll really be able to film just because I'll be busy and also because there's really not good places to film. I feel like right now I have a pretty good setup. I know my background's not super cute, but you know, this is just where I can film. So I feel like I won't really be able to film very much. So after this video, you will be seeing a December empties video. So while I'm gone, I'm definitely keeping up with my empties. I always do. And whatever I use up in December will not count for this. So even though you see an empties video after this, it will not count. But if I use up something in January, because I'm not going to get back until the 5th of January, I think, then it'll be separate and that will count towards this new using up product before I can buy them. Hope all of this is making sense to y'all. If I am not being clear, if y'all have any questions at all, please go ahead and leave them down below. I would be very happy to answer anything that you want to know. Thank you so much for watching. It means the absolute world to me. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see y'all real soon. Bye!